Hello? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi! Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Sorry, my tea took a little bit longer than I thought it would to heat up. But I have my tea. And I am ready now. Hi! Hello. Whoa. Thank you for the water. Oh, I forgot to refill my water. Oopsies. Okay, I still have some water left over. Thank you for the water, Redeem. Thank you. Hello, everyone. A good morning, a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. No matter what time it may be, I hope that you're having a wonderful Wednesday today so far. Not Wednesday, Thursday. My goodness, my brain's still stuck on the Wednesday. But yes, happy Thursday, everyone. Hi, hello, everybody, both on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. Hi, Nimby. Hi, Conan. Nice to see you again as well. Hello, Day. Hi, Fish Frogs. Hello, basically. Welcome on in. Yeah, today was a bit of a slow start. Sorry about that. But welcome on in on the YouTube side. And then hello to those on the Twitch side. Hello, Villavin. Hello, Savvy. I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain thought it was still Wednesday. I have been so tired for some reason this week. And so, yeah, my days are kind of like blurring together. But it is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Hi, Elvin. Oh, you're working? Oh, I hope that work goes by quickly and smoothly, hopefully. You got this. Good luck, Elvin. Hi, Sora Cat. Welcome on in. Hello there. Hi, Lily. Sorry. Yeah, that was my bad. I don't know why my brain still thought it was Wednesday. But yes, it's Thursday. And then tomorrow's going to be the first the first day of PAX West. So exciting. Technically today is the first day where you can like pick up your badges if you'd like to pick them up early. But technically you can still pick it up tomorrow if you want to pick it up tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Who are you gonna romance in Grand Bazaar? Hi, Noel. I still want to go after Samir just because he's the one that I married in the DS version. I haven't met him yet in Grand Bazaar, nor do I remember when I meet him. I'm assuming I meet him either during this time in game or until after we get the next Grand Bazaar upgrade level. Because yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember when I met him in the DS version. It was so long ago. Can't wait to get home and play Bazaar. I hope you have fun. Oh my gosh, Rage Steve. I hope you're enjoying. I've been seeing a lot of people playing this one and I'm just like, yeah. Hype for Grand Bazaar. I'm really happy to hear that. Hi, Delmond. Welcome on in. Hello, Sora Cat. You sound enthusiastic today. Did something good happen? I'm excited for ZZZ and Grand Bazaar. Like I said, I've been a little tired this week, and so I might just have like a smidge more energy today than I have had for like the past few days. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to game today. Yeah. In her hair and silver. Silver, like silver from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I remember actually. I didn't know what the rival. No, is he a rival? He's not really a rival. The red hair guy. He's like a. I don't know if he's a rival or you're like nemesis, but I remember I named him as Silver because I played Soul Silver, right? And I remember. I don't know. I was just like, oh, he's kind of, it's kind of. Oh, he is so a rival? Okay. Because I can't remember. Oh, okay, his name is Silver. Okay, yeah. Because I named him Silver, right? I don't know. Him and like, there's a few other characters where I'm just like, I kind of ship them with the like, if there's any sort of, or not ship, more so like I just kind of saw them as a character that I was just like, oh, they're kind of cool. They're kind of cool, a cool rival, right? Same with N. I don't know. N's more of like a villain, right? More than like a rival, if you know what I mean. He is silver and honestly one of the best written characters in Pokemon Masters. All I know about silver is just that I thought he had a cool design, you know? Thank you for the water, Delmon. Thank you. Oh, that's what you meant for the spoon. I was so confused for a second, Noel. I was just like, what do you mean in her hair in silver? Sorry, for some reason my the chat on my OBS doesn't show up the requests separately, and so it just looks like it was a regular message. I did play Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I never played the original Gold and Silver, and so I played Soul Silver. I love Soul Silver. I played the heck out of that because one, I could use Chikorita, and then two, it was like the first game where you could have your Pokemon walk around with you freely outside of Amity Square. And so you best bet I played the heck out of Soul Silver. I love Soul Silver. I even have the original little Pokeball thingy-mabob that you can take around with you. I forget what it was used for, but I have the Pokeball thingy that I came with. My God, N though, N, I found to be very attractive. I thought N was so attractive when I was younger, especially because in the game for Black and White, you have like scenes where you go on the Ferris wheel with him. I was like, oh, N's kind of, you know. N's kind of the quite attractive villain, you know? Because he's not really like a... I don't know. He's not really like the main villain per se. It's more his dad. Gnosis? What's his name? He's more of like the main villain of the story, right? And then I feel like N... He just had, you know, like a really sad upbringing, you know? And like what happened to him when he was younger. And he became the way he is. And so for N, I did end up feeling like more pity for him than I did feel like more like villain vibes. But yeah, he's like a primary example of the I can fix him type of character. You know, young Vera was like, oh my God, I can fix him. I can fix N, you know. But no, he ended up being a really cool villain. I thought he was a cool villain, you know, afterwards. And I think he was more of the villain in, I want to say, was it Black and White or Black and White 2 that he was more of like the main villain? I think Black and White 2, right? I thought it was ZZZ, not Genshin. I don't know. I forget what his name was. What N's like dad's name was, you know? It was started with like a G and an N. I don't remember his name. Oh, you like Lysander. Oh, you know, I haven't heard too many people, you know, be a fan of Lysander. I feel like Lysander was one of the villains that was not as popular. Geddes! Yes, Geddes. I never know how to pronounce it, but yeah, I was just like, dang. N's kind of attractive, you know? I small mirror kind of had a thing for N, you know? I was just like, dang, he's kind of... You know, it's like, I think it was the long hair, the ponytail, right? Along with the hat. I was just like, oh... I'm not gonna lie, I really look forward to all the interactions with N, you know, solely just to see him throughout the Black and White series. I was just like, dang, when's the next time that we get to see N? And then they had the Ferris wheel scene. I was just like, we're kind of feeding us well, you know, for anyone that's like a fan of N. I was like, oh my God, we got a whole Ferris wheel scene with him. Oh my God. And then I had to fight him, and I was just like, no. I was like, not like this. Not like this. Jesus? Getsis. No, Professor Kukli's taken. Professor Kukli is in love and is engaged and maybe married by now to you know, his wife. I don't know if you remember the whole scene with his wife, but God, I loved Professor Kukli with his wife. I was just like, dang, you know, that's a really cute combination. And then in the anime, you know, they have the whole like proposal scene. I was just like, oh, cute, super cute. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, N is a really big favorite character of mine from the Pokemon series. Like, I remember growing up, everyone was like, oh my God, Lance, you know, oh my God, Gary, you know, like people had the hots for Gary, or people had the hots for Lance, right? Or for me, you know, I really liked N. And then Cynthia was like my favorite amongst the girls. I was just like, dang, Cynthia and N, it's just like something about them, you know, they just like really a type of different energy compared to, you know, some other characters that people were a fan of. Gary was cool, I guess. I don't know. I found him to be kind of annoying, in my opinion, growing up. When I was watching him, I was just like, Gary. I didn't like the way that he talked to Ash. I was just like, And then with Lance is cool. I liked his like outfit, but I don't know. He didn't really leave like an impact. Like for me, it was like Riley. Riley was the first character that I saw in Pokemon in the anime where I was like, oh, hello. I was just like, oh my goodness, Riley. Riley, you know, dresses really well with the hat and the suit. It was like dark blue and everything. I was like, okay, Riley. And then N, you know. So I think my favorites amongst the guys were N and Riley, you know. And then I also really liked what else was it? I think that was it amongst the guys. Yeah, Riley and N. Yeah. And then the girls, it was Cynthia and Jasmine. I thought Jasmine was really cute for a gym leader. I was like, oh wow, she's really cute with her Ampharos and everything. I was just like, dang, okay, she's real cute. Blue? Who's Blue? I'm thinking about Riley. Riley is the one that has the Lucario and then has the whole story where he like travels back in time and all that stuff. I was like, ooh, time travel. Ooh. Oh, I'm talking about the anime names. I know there's like the official names like Blue and Red and stuff like that, but for me, I grew up with like the anime names because I actually watched the anime first before I played the games. And so for me, Pokemon was like anime first and then games afterwards. So I knew them as like Gary. I remember the first time they talked about it, they were like, yeah, Blue. I was like, Blue? Don't you mean Gary? And then they talked about Red and I was like, oh, don't you mean Ash? And then they're like, no, Red and Ash are different. And then I learned that Red and Ash are different people. And I was like, oh, because there's like a whole scene, you know, where they talk about Red versus Ash and who would win between Red and Ash. And I was like, oh. And so, yeah, I didn't know about a lot of the, like the in-game names, you know, are Red's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie, you know, like I remember seeing Red in Soul Silver for the first time and I was like, oh, hello. You know, okay, hey, this is me, okay, this is me like back when I don't know, I just thought he was kind of cool looking. I was like, oh, he's kind of intimidating, you know, his music was very intense when you fight him and he's like a challenge, and so I was like, oh, I kind of like that challenge. sorry, my brain's looking like husbando mode because of Grand Bazaar, but yeah, I don't know, that was like my childhood crushes, you know, on like anime characters, you know. No, I pretend that they're Red from
5 seconds after opening an elf stream and she's talking about how hot a pixelated Pokemon trainer is LVPs. Hey,
you make it sound like you guys never had crushes on 2D characters, okay? You talk about as if you've never had a crush on anime characters, okay? All right, okay. Never, well, you should, because it's kind of fun. I had a lot of fun growing up, you know, when I had like little crushes on different anime characters or like crushes on, you know, like game characters. I don't know, it just made it a little fun. I was just like, oh, they're kind of cool. But Binter, thank you for that resub at 3 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stays at T-Bun. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing as nowadays when people talk about like how hot, you know, characters in gacha games are, like how hot Alhaitham is, or how hot, you know, the Raiden Shogun is, okay? It's like the same thing, all right? Except you're younger and you're just like, oh, these are the characters that you first see, you know? But yeah, the Red from Sun and Moon does not exist to me. You want to see how dirty they did him? You want to see how dirty they did Red and Sun and Moon versus like Red and Soul Silver? Oh my god, let me show you. So Red and Soul Silver, he has like this like intimidating look to him, you know? He does like his pose that he does when he like shows up and stuff. You're like, whoa. And the art style too. Like people drew art of Red back then and I was like, dang, okay. It's kind of, you know, kind of nice. So here. I know this is like the pixelated version. Okay. yes, I'll get the spoon redeemed to you in a second. I'm so sorry. Let me save that real quick. Okay. All right. So yeah, it gives you the look, you know, just like his whole like he just all he does, I swear, if I remember correctly, all he does for his animation when you meet him in Soul Silver is he just like tilts up his hat, you know, and you're like, dang, you know, he has a different type of energy compared to like Ash, who's like goofy and stuff, you know. I was like, okay, Ash. Not Ash, but Red. I was like, okay, Red, I see you. And then people drew art of him, you know. I was like, yeah, he doesn't talk. He all he did was just fight you over and over again, you know. And he was really hard to defeat. And then let me show you the art that people drew of him, okay? All right, the art they drew of him, I was just like, whoa. And this is like when I was, you know, super young, okay? I was like super young, and I was like, oh my god. I think I was in like, I forget how old I was. I forget if I was in elementary or middle school or high school when I played Soul Silver. I really don't remember. It's kind of like blurred together. Yeah, once again, these are like childhood crushes that Small Vera had back in the day when she played Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know. Like that's him, right? In Soul Silver, and then this is him in Sun and Moon. He just looks so goofy. He looks so goofy in Sun and Moon. I was just like, who the heck is this? Who the heck is this Red? I don't recognize this Red. Who are you? Here, let me show it. Okay, ready? Where is he? Where's the picture? I saved the picture. But yeah, this is like, yeah, childhood crushes. Childhood crushes that Elvira had. Maybe someday we should just do like a whole talk about childhood crushes on 2D fictional characters, you know? I've talked about it though, you know? There's characters like Usui from Kaichou Maid-sama, you know? Takashima from Special A. Where I really don't. Where the heck did the picture not show you? Let me see the picture again. Save. Yes, it says it's already saved. Oh, here it is. Look. What is that? What is this redesign of him in Sun and Moon? I remember when I played Sun and Moon, I was just like, hello? Who are you? You are no longer the cool Red that I remember. You're kind of chilling. He's it's like Red after, you know, he's done intimidating people. He's like, all right, I'm chill now. It's time for me to chill. Not the midlife crisis. I was just like, I don't know. He no longer looks like cool and mysterious, you know? He's just like, hey, I'm another trainer. What's up? I also thought for the longest time that Red had black hair. And then I found out that he has brown hair. And I was like, oh, it's not the same. I thought he had black hair. You know, same thing with Brendan from Emerald. I thought he had white hair. And then I found out later in the remake for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire that he has brown hair. And I was just like, oh my gosh. All these guys have brown hair in the game that I thought either had like white hair or black hair. And so, yeah, it was just my perception. But yeah, I don't know. He wasn't as like scary anymore. He wasn't as like intimidating, you know? As the kids say nowadays, you know, it didn't have as much aura, you know, as like back then, like right here in this previous picture. But look at that. The difference of like that versus that. I was just like, who are you? Who are you? But yeah. It's kind of funny to think about like how much, you know, life has changed since like back then and then to now. Just like, dang. It's interesting. You're just like, huh. It's funny thinking about like childhood crushes that I had back in the day, you know, versus like 2D characters that I wouldn't say have a crush on anymore, but just more like, you know, think are cool designs and stuff. Yeah, Small Beard though, I was like, dang, those are some pretty cool designs. Let me show you Riley, okay? All right, for those who don't know about Riley. All right, No one. I feel like no one can beat Riley in terms of, as you say, aura. You know? I don't know. Riley was just very snazzy. Riley looked very cool in the movie as well, especially in the game in Diamond and Pearl. Oh, when I first stumbled into him in Diamond and Pearl, I was like, oh my goodness, who are you? Diamond and Pearl. Alright, you ready to see him? This is how he looked like in his sprite in Diamond and Pearl. Alright, we can save. Save. Alright. No, it's saved as a web page. Boo. Alright. Look. Just look at him. Are you ready? What is it? Oh, wrong source. Look at him! Oh, I'm so sorry for the weird rendering. I don't know why that picture is so weirdly rendered, but look at him! I was just like, dang, okay. You know, got a pretty cool hat, and then had the half face covered up look, and then the jacket. Back then, once again for like small Vera, like I don't know if it was like middle school or high school or elementary school, but I was just like, dang, I was like, wow, he looks handsome. I thought he was so handsome. But yeah. And then I saw him in the movie and I was like, okay, he's still nice looking, but he's not as like cool and mysterious. And then I saw him in Masters and I was like, I don't know if I like how he looks in Masters. Masters, he like essentially looks the same, but he doesn't look as like mysterious, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the 3D model of it, but yeah. I just really like the how he looks like in pixel form, or just like in the sprite form in Diamond and Pearl. So I'm excited to see him again in the remake as well. I'm just like, wow, childhood crush. You want to see some costumes, red and silver for Masters or Cynthia? maybe another day. Maybe we'll do like another day where I look at all the Master outfits, just because I feel like I've been going off a little off topic. We're supposed to be reacting to 2.3 for ZZZ. Here I am fangirling about my childhood crushes. Oh god. Not the Incineroar. Yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about that because Pokemon, are Pokemon for me, okay? Alright. Hi Derby, welcome on in. How you doing today? Hi Shinobi, welcome on in. Hello. Red probably has a bald spot. Oh, what does that mean? What do you mean bald spot on red, huh? Blue brought the vibes. Oh, what the heck? Why are you guys making Red have like a midlife crisis about like the 2 divorces? You guys are making this whole story for Red. My goodness, he just had in my opinion, like a bad remake. Red's wearing a baseball cap near 30. There's a lot of people I feel like that still wear caps. My dad wore baseball caps and still wears baseball caps, And he didn't really have like a bald spot. He just liked wearing baseball caps. Not the unk status. Oh my gosh. Speaking of React, do you know when you want to react to Kirby Direct for a bit? Oh, I keep forgetting about the Kirby Direct. Maybe I'll save it for like the next Direct. So maybe like when the next Direct comes out, I'll watch that and then we'll watch like the Kirby Direct along with it type of thing. Dad Veer can do no wrong. Oh, no. It's not just my dad, okay? There's other dads I know too that also still wear baseball caps, all right? And so Dad Veer is amazing, My dad is amazing, but my dad, he's also definitely someone that's mature enough to talk about it and accept when he does do wrong. And so, my dad's been very realistic in my life. And so even though I, grew up thinking that Dad Veer can do no wrong, he's always told me that's important to understand when you do something wrong and to make sure that you make it right. know, other people do have bald spots, right? But not just because someone wears baseball caps doesn't mean that they have a bald spot. Maybe they're just a big fan of baseball caps or the way they look, you know? No new direct in a while, so maybe no new direct lined up, so maybe a while then. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. Kirby is not really like a big game that I play here on my stream anyway. I play Kirby once, and so yeah, I can't wait. I don't mind. Yeah, exactly, right? Ness and Nintendo like baseball caps. You know, I'm sure they would wear baseball caps when they're older too. I don't know their lore, but maybe they just like the baseball cap. But yeah, I don't know. From what we saw, it looked like I feel like you can still wear baseball caps and not have a bald spot. All right. Okay. All right. Let me pull up the drip marketing. Are you guys ready for the drip marketing? God. But yeah, if you wanted to ask me about my childhood crushes, I can tell you all about it. I was really into like the rival characters, if you can't tell, you know? From Special A and Kaichou made some. I really liked it when the male character, like the male love interest, was like a rival character of the female interest. But from the female lead's perspective, all she cared about was, you know, the rivalry. But then from the guy's perspective, you know, the only reason he became a rival is because he just, you know, really liked the girl. And I was just like, dang, that's really cute. It's really cute, but it's really cool too to just, you know, hear their banter and their dynamic of competing with each other. Yeah, I love Special A. Special A and Kaichou Maid-sama were like my all-time favorites growing up. I wouldn't say I'm really a fan of like enemies to lovers. I do like some enemies to lovers tropes, but I've realized I'm more of like a rivals to lovers type of trope, you know? It's cool. It's fun to see characters that are able to like match each other, you know? In terms of like their skills and compete with each other, but then they end up like falling in love as they're competing with each other. You're just like... Okay, let me pull up 2.3 drip marketing. I don't think they have trailers yet. That's why I feel like with Love is War, I like Love is War, but I feel like Love is War, it's like missing a little bit of the, I don't know. It's like the two of them are cute, the two of them are competitive with each other, but the two of them also secretly like each other. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like you kind of already know that they both have feelings for each other, and you're just kind of like hoping that one or the other ends up confessing at some point. But for like the rivals to lovers, you know, once again, it's like one person is the one that's like in love with the other person, but then the other person is kind of like oblivious because all they see is like the rivalry side of things. And I think that makes it real cute. I don't know. I think it's just cute when you see the realization from the other person, and then they start thinking like, oh my god, do I have feelings for this person too? And you're like, oh. Also, I'm an idiot. I tried to search up the 2.3 ZZZ characters, and all I typed into Google was 2.3. Bro Veer hates when I do that. He's always just like, sister, why do you always do that? You never put it in context. You just type in the word instead of adding in context. And I'm just like, oopsies, I forgot. Also, here's your spoon. Here's your silver spoon on my head. Yeah, I like development. I like to see like how they develop feelings for each other as opposed to them already having feelings for each other. Like it's cute. It's cute when the characters already have feelings for each other, but I like to see it develop, you know? It's kind of different seeing it develop. Does the Google not already know what you mean? It does not. I typed in 2.3 and then it came up with the number 2.3 represents 2 wholes and 3 tenths. And I was just like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, alright. I pulled up 2.3 ZZZ. I think there were 2 characters that were drip marketed, right? On the Twitter. Let me see. Twitter ZZZ. Thanks, Google. Exactly. Oh Oh no, Lizzo! I'm so sorry your tea has burnt you 4 times. What the heck? Hi, Goshik. Love is War. I feel the whole point is that they're so mature and that them actually being a couple is more about exploring the journey. Exactly, right? Like, I like that. I like ZZZ. Not ZZZ. I like Love is War for that perspective, you know? So I still like the anime, but it's not what I look for when I look for like rivals to lovers type of thing. Because I know in the past when I've talked about rivals to lovers, people have brought up Love is War. And I'm like, no, that's different. You know, that's still cute, but different from what I'm thinking about for rivals to lovers. I'm thinking about Kaicho Maid-sama. I'm thinking about Special A. Not Special K. Special K is a cereal brand. Special A. I still think Love is War is still considered rom-com. Because there is still a lot of moments where it's romantic. Whoa, 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 whoa. There are videos. There are videos. Okay, okay. All right. So I guess we can watch the videos, maybe. Yeah, there's 3 characters that they... No, 4? 4? No, 3. 4? Who are these characters? Okay, so there are some new characters on the Twitter. I don't know exactly who's coming out when, but I guess we can react to all of them together if you guys want to react to them first. Because today for ZZZ, it's not really a lot that I'm doing in-game except for like the puzzle event once again, because we don't have the new character for a while. So we're going to react to some of the new characters first, and then we'll hop into the... What is this art of Hugo as a bartender? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, we'll react to the new characters. And then, so there's 2 new characters that looks like they were introduced during the live stream. And then it looks like there are some other characters that were drip marketed. And so we can watch those together. Warning. Warning. Oh no! These are 2.2. This trailer is a 2.2 teaser. And so I guess these 2 new characters are for 2.2. And then there's drip marketing for 2.3 already. Okay, okay. So we can do that. We can react to both, I guess. Alright. Yeah, Love is War is not Rivals and Lovers. It's two characters that are already in love with each other, but you know, it's the whole concept that they talk about where they're like the first person to fall for each other is like the loser in the, you know, in the battle, as they talk about in the anime, right? They're like, whoever confesses first is the one that loses in the anime Love is War, which I think is silly. You know, I'm just like, that's such a you know, young love way to think about it. I watched like the first 2 episodes of Oshinoko, but I never watched it all the way. Just because at the time I felt like I was getting spoiled left and right, and so usually if there's an anime that I'm watching and I get spoiled left and right, I kind of just avoid it for a while and then pray that I forget about the anime, and then I come back to it later after I feel like I've forgotten most of it, thanks to my lovely bad memory, you know. Also, I didn't realize my fishing wasn't turned on. Let me turn on the fishing for today. Fishing turning on now. Sorry about that, chat. Good night, Delmon. Thank you for stopping by today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Can we get some good nights, please? Yeah, Oshinoko, I don't know. I just, yeah. I didn't watch it. I do want to watch it, but as of right now, it's not on my radar. Solid Stay Official, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. Alright, fishing is up again for those that do want to fish. Okie dokie. Alright. Okay. Let me pull this up here. Hey! Gotta catch them all! Yeah. Hi, Mod Rocker. I don't know if I said hi yet to you today, but hello, Mod Rocker. Nice to see you. I saw your comments, but I think I kept responding to the comments without saying hi. I hate when I do that. I'm just like, hello? Did you even say hello, Elvira? Yeah, slow burn rom-com. Exactly. Yeah, slow burn rom-com. Drink your Wawa. I did drink my water. I did drink it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I have the thingy pulled up here. Okay. YouTube. Yeah, if I already said hello, I apologize for the repeat hello. Okay. Alright. 2.2 ZZZ trailer. Hi. Hello. Oh, it's a 7-minute teaser for ZZZ's 2.2. So let's watch that first, and then we can talk about the characters individually.
Warning.
Whoa. Pause. Okay. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. Okay.
New
Not the Pizza Hut commercial. Yeah! Hello! Hello, Sharingan. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I know I'm so phlegmy right now. But, yeah, we're gonna be catching up on CCC. At least, like, for the trailers and stuff, because I am curious about the new characters. I've seen people talk about it, and so... I haven't done this before until, like, the actual release of the characters. And so we're gonna watch the react together. Or the little teaser together, react to it together, and then we'll hop into the game. Okay? So, let's go ahead and stop on over to our chatting soon. Okay. Gonna yoink you guys here. Alright. Huh! Yeah! Alright, now we're ready to watch. Okay. Was Pizza Hut good? But oh, you don't think Pizza Hut was good? I will forever be a fan of Pizza Hut. I was a Pizza Hut person over Domino's any day. And then the moment that they started closing down Pizza Huts, I was so sad. I was like, what do you mean Pizza Hut's going away? And then Pizza Hut kind of came back, and then I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, for me, I will think that Pizza Hut is good, in my opinion. I think it's just different people like different things, right? But yeah, I feel like I always thought Pizza Hut was good. Oh! Who's overrated? Pizza Hut! Pizza Hut! But yeah, growing up, you know, whenever my mom didn't want to cook, you know, that night, and Dad Vera was off work, we would go grab some Pizza Hut. Yeah. Oh, you think Domino's is overrated? I like Domino's too. I mean, I still like both, but I personally think Pizza Hut's better than Domino's. Pizza fan here. I know some people, yeah, there's like Pizza Hut, there's Domino's, there's, what else is there? There's Little Caesars, Pizza, and then there's some other ones too. But yeah, for me, Pizza Hut will be #1 in my heart. But yeah, I feel like if I eat pizza, I'll eat any kind of pizza, you know? If people have pizza at a party, I'll eat it. But it's just something about like Pizza Hut pizza that was just like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Alright. Okay, here we go. So this is the 2.2 teaser that says, do not go gentle into that good night. And so, I don't know if we'll watch the entire thing, but I do want to see the characters. So let's see what this is. As much as I think Pizza Hut isn't the best, I would certainly have a soft spot for Pizza Hut. Hey! And I will throw hands to defend the spot it hits. Or Papa John's. Papa John's was D&D pizza. Oh, Papa John's! You know, I don't really have Papa John's too much. So I feel like I don't have a proper opinion on Papa John's. You know what people say is overrated? I feel like is New York pizza. But there is something about New York pizza that just tastes so good. Like, I remember the first time I had New York pizza, I was just like, ooh, that kind of hits different, you know, compared to other pizzas. And so, I'm not gonna lie, you know, people say New York pizza is overrated, but I really like the New York pizza that I've had. It's pretty good, and the slices are gigantic for such a low price. And so I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal for New York pizza. But okay, alright, let's go ahead and check out the new characters, shall we? Alright. Now it's stuck in my head. Alright, Okie dokie. Let me go ahead and pause the music. Costco pizza! I actually don't really have an opinion for Costco pizza either. Just because every time I go to Costco, I don't go for the Costco pizza. I go for the Costco chicken bake. And so I don't know if I've had the Costco pizza actually. But yeah, I like the Costco chicken bake. Oh yeah, that's good. Very delicious. Okay. Alright, so here is the trailer. Let's look at it together, shall we? Wait. It's muted. Hold on. It is muted. I know. Now I want pizza too. I personally like margarita pizza. Do you guys... How kind of pizza do you guys like? I know not everyone's a fan of margarita pizza. I feel like all my life, a lot of people that I know like supreme pizza. You know, they like the really like meaty pizzas. I don't know. I like my margarita pizza. I feel like I like just having, you know, the cheese and then the extra cheese and then the basil. It's just, oh, I don't know. I like it. I like margarita pizza. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Costco pizza. Oh! Whoa. Okay, Yellow Ray, we don't yuck other people's yums here, okay? Calling it garbage is a little much, I feel like. You know, because, you know, some people love their Costco pizza. And to call it garbage is a little mean, I feel like. No yucking people's yums. I still have leftover pizza in the fridge. Oh, you like Hawaiian pizza! Smokehouse barbecue pizza. Oh, cheese with extra cheese plus cheese coated in cheese. And then you have the cheese crust. Yeah. You like Hawaiian pizza? Margarita pizza is really good if you shred the basil first. I don't mind. I don't mind if it's shredded or not shredded. I just like margarita pizza. Also, margarita pizza is spelled differently. It's not the same spelling as a margarita like the drink. I know that was something that people got confused about growing up when I would mention it. They're like, margarita like the drink? I'm like, no. Margarita, like MAGHERITA. Margarita, yeah. They spelled it correctly? I don't know. I spell better if I type it out or write it out. I like pizza with shredded carrot. Shredded carrot? I don't think I've ever heard of pizza with shredded carrot before. That sounds interesting. First time I made it was when I was trying to make a pizza that I wouldn't have to share with others because they wouldn't want to try it at all. I've never heard of carrots on pizza before. Hi, Butterfinger. Costco pizza, you're beloved. Just need extra cheese, but margarita is like the complete form of... Yes, right. It's like I like cheese pizza, but yeah, something about margarita pizza. It's like a nice balance of like cheese, but not too cheesy. Ooh, cheese onion pizza with salt and honey. You know, I haven't had salt and honey on my pizza before, but I have had like barbecue pizza, which makes it a little bit sweeter. And I do like the sweetness on the pizza. I'll be down for that. Also, the Goose Chase, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. There's a pizza place I really like, but it was so cheesy that I gave my parents gout. Oh, no. Are they okay? Oh my gosh, CJ. Not the gout. You know what kind of pizza I want to try? So I was talking about Domino's, right? Domino's is like raved about over in Japan if you like pizza over there. Just because I think solely of how unique the flavors are over there. They have wild flavors in their Domino's over in Japan. They have an entire pizza, I think, that was just covered in pickles. They had a pizza that was the Oreo pizza. They had a pizza called like the wasabi pizza. And so I'm really curious about the unique flavors over there in Japan's Domino. Because I think I don't know, it's so wild, but some people have tried it and they said that they liked it. And so whenever I get to go to Japan again, I really hope that their Domino's has something unique, you know? I'm just like, ooh, I kind of want to try it just to try it out. Yeah. Taiwan with corn and peas on it. I remember that too for other pizzas made in Asia. They got some unique flavors over there. Yeah, the cheese volcano pizza was one that I saw too. It just looks really good. Tempting, very tempting. Yeah, Lily, right? I feel that too. Yeah, I haven't been to a pizza place, you know, that has had a good margarita pizza, and then the other pizzas are bad. Yeah, usually if the margarita pizza is good, the other pizzas are good too. But okay, let's go ahead and watch the teaser for 2.2.
Defense system is strictly prohibited.
Okay.
I have to be stronger. If I just get stronger.
Oh,
Promise me,
cute!
Captain Magus, in front of the proxy, that you won't make such grievous mistakes like she did.
The proxy has my witness.
Okay. So these are the 2 new girlies. It looks like for the 2.2 trailer. I'll let it play through entirely, and then we'll go back and look at it in detail. Okay. But interesting. She kind of looks like an android of sorts. For the first girl with blue hair. Does she have a mech? What the heck?
Calibrating position.
Okay, so she's supposed to be like... You can... Whoa. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I thought it was going to be like Sprague and Clara type of deal from Honkai Star Rail. But that's like... You can actually fight in the mech. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Seed Senior promised me he'd come back if I got stronger.
I just wanted to go on a journey with her to prove that the heart is real.
Wait,
To help me?
I love their story already.
Captain and I got this.
What about her?
Target the weak spot.
What's her story?
Covering fire.
Oh, she has a tail. Okay, she's a tail fighter. Okay.
Our hearts have been beating together since the day we were born, Captain Magus.
Captain?
You're not the same flame you once were. You don't deserve the name I gave her. Magus! Aren't you the one who saved me from despair? Answer me.
The glory of wielding their authority has finally
She kind of gives off like
me.
2.0 Jane Doe.
Come true.
I wish.
Your mission ends here. Seed.
Oh.
You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
I believe in my dear children. They are the brilliant Phaethon.
I really want her. I really thought it was just gonna be, yeah, like something where you just see her on the robot, you know, on the mech, like with Clara being on Zrog, or just like by his side. But no, you actually get to go inside and, you know, pilot the mech and play as the mech. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then the story with her and the robot too, I'm just like, oh, I think that's really cute. I'd like it a lot, you know. It sounds kind of sad. I'm a sucker for sad stories. And so I like that. I like that concept a lot for this character. So I'm definitely going to pull for this character when they come out. This character, though, I don't know. I haven't really gotten too much info about her from the trailer. She kind of just gives off, once again, like 2.0, you know, 2.0 Jane Doe, in my opinion. What the heck, Super Grump? Why do you gotta say it like that? Oh, but yeah, I like that story though. That connection that they have is really cute. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for, you know, like the sentient robots and their pilot, you know, having a bond. See, it looks really interesting. Orphe's cute, but you want to pull for Seed. She looks so pretty. She's so pretty. She is really pretty, yeah. So for the tentacle lady is in ZZZ, but that's for 2.3. And so for 2.3, we're going to check out that character drip. I think they did drip marketing for 2.3, but this is a 2.2 right here. But yeah, the tentacle lady as well as the big tall wolf guy is for 2.3, which is in like October. Hi, Suki! Welcome on in! How you doing today? If Nikkei wasn't so yabe, I think you'd really enjoy it based on what you said about this trailer. Oh, trust me, Suki. One of my friends, she does play Nikkei. And let's just say we went through an entire night just kind of looking at every single character in Nikkei. And there were some characters, you know, that I liked. You know, it was kind of spicy. They were pretty spicy for their physics. But there were some characters that I did like in Nikkei. And so, yeah, the story, my friend, she like summarized it. She said, yeah, Nikkei's story is like depressing. You know, it's like dark. It's sad, right? But then you see the girlies and you're just like, holy big personality. And so, yeah, I feel like I myself would enjoy the story too. But my goodness, the physics though, the personality is kind of wild. It's very wild. There's a very elf core character. Wait, really? Wait, who? I'm curious now. Who would you say is an elf core character? I am having a lovely day. Thank you for asking, Sugi. I hope you're having a lovely day too. I would also love to know who your favorite Nikkei character is too, if you have one. You want 90% of the Nikkei girls? Oh, okay, Mod Rocker. Yeah, the designs are really cute, you know? The physics are kind of wild, but the designs are really nice, I feel like, for some of them. Gonna skip 2.2 for... we'll check out the 2.3 characters here in a bit, but I don't know the name. Lucia? I don't know who that is just yet. But yeah. Hello, Kantu. Yeah, hello. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. Hi. Okay, let's see the rest of the trailer. Let's see if there's any more characters. Hi, Bunzy. Welcome into you too. Hello, Bunzy. Blanc. Let me see. Blanc. Let me check it out. Blanc. Nikkei. Let's see. Oh my gosh! You know, Nina said the exact same thing. Nina, if you guys don't know, but Nina is the friend that I'm talking about that played Nikkei. And she said the same thing. She said that she saw this character and she was like, Elf, is that you? And I'm just like, no. But okay, let me pull it up. Okay, I'll show you why Nina and Suki said that it's kind of elf core. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a second here. Hold on. I was just like, Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up. Let me save the picture real quick. Here, I'll play some background music in the meantime since we're looking at Nikkei. Alright. So for Blanc, I'm just gonna show her a picture. Okay? And you can see for yourself what they're talking about, okay? Alright. So Blanc looks like this in Nikkei. I had never seen this character before until Nina played in game and she showed me her and she was like, Elf, is this you? And I was like, no. But yeah, Blanc is a bunny girl. She has white hair and yellow eyes. And I was just like... So yeah. You know, I was just like, oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, and pale skin. And if she had like a beauty mark on her under her left eye, then I would have been like, but yeah. And the funny thing too, right? The funny thing too is that it's not just me. There's like a few other characters or people that I know that are VTubers as well, and they also feel like they have like a dupe in Nikkei, and they're just like, it's not just like they look similar. It's just that they're like eerily similar in a sense, you know, like color wise, like for their eyes and their hair, as well as like the concept of it. And so you're just like, huh? Like if this is a character where she had like white hair and yellow eyes and she did not have bunny ears, then maybe I'd be like, oh, it's just similar. But the fact that she is like a bunny girl and she has white hair and yellow eyes, I'm just like, yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. And the hairstyle, even the hairstyle is like almost similar too. Right? I'm just like, oh. There's a character that looks just like my last model. Wait. Can I see? Can I see? I'm curious now. I'm curious. Rappi was your favorite? Let me see. Rappi. Oh, she's cute. I remember seeing her too. I think she's one of the main characters that you get in the beginning, right? I like her design. She's really cute too. I like her outfit. Very cute. Not that it's looking at a mirror, but yeah. I kind of want to do that one day. Nina and I were talking about it, that we kind of want to have a day where we just like react to all the characters on stream together. But I don't know if Twitch would allow that because some of the stuff in Decay, animation-wise, is a little. I feel like bordering Twitch TOS, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to find like, you know, a more appropriate PNGs. Yeah, one of the starters. Yes. I know Twitch allows Decay, but I don't know. Looking at the pictures like individually by themselves, though, you know, I don't know. Not the eye tracker. I have seen it though. I have seen some streamers do the eye tracker stream for Decay, like the first time they'll play Decay, and it's wild. Ah, Rumani is the one. Okay, let me see. Rumani. Oh, Suki, is that you? I was kidding. Oh my gosh, I can see it. I can see what you're talking about. I'm not gonna show the entire outfit because it's a little spicy. But I'll show you like the face. Oh my goodness. Just looking at the face, I'm just like, Suki, is that you? Alright, look. Cha-chan. Dang. Look at them in game. There's no wrong way to play a game. Maybe someday we'll do that. Yeah. You never had an issue, but you can definitely attract the wrong crowd. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, if you didn't have an issue with it, then yeah, then that reassures me a bit more. Thank you, Suki. My goodness, even the beauty mark. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, Nikkei girls are really pretty. I think yeah, the designs are really pretty. Like the art is pretty, right? It's just that the animation can be a little spicy, and some of the outfits are a little spicy. Yes. Okay, all right, but here, let's continue with the trailer and see if there's any more characters that they show. If not, then we'll go to the 2.3 characters. Okay, but yeah, 2.2 characters. These two right here. I don't know what that means, by the way. Do not go into that good. Which I mean, I think it stands for do not go gentle into that good night. But even so, I still don't really understand what that means. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's the chapter name. Oh, wait, okay. So I'm going to skip some of this part just because I don't want to spoil myself. I'm just gonna skim through it. I don't know what else there is. Okay, I think these are the character teasers right here, maybe? These are partner archives. Okay, so their names. So Seed. Okay, Seed is her name, and then Orphe and Magus is the name. Is Magus supposed to be the tail? Is that what was talking to her the entire time? Elle, did you play Peak Steam Chat by chance? What does that mean? What is peak Steam Chat? What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Magus is the tail. Oh, I was so confused on who Magus was. But I see now. I see. Oh, did you peek at Steam Chat? I did not peek at Steam Chat. Let me see. Oh, what the heck? They have emotes for Peak on Steam? What the? Oh, I see it. Oh my gosh. They made profile backgrounds for Peak if you want to have like the Peak maps as your background. And they also have emoticons for Peak if you want to talk in Steam Chat. There's one of Bing Bong. There's a capybara one. There's a banana slip one. Salute. That's cute. Dang. I never thought I would see Peak for profile customization on Steam. Thank you, Derpy. So yeah, if you guys want to, if you love Peak to the point of wanting to have it as your profile background, and or your emotes that you get to use in Steam, I guess it's there now. Thanks, Derpy. Okay, but yeah, let's see the rest of the trailer. Oh, cute! The little birdies! That's cute. Oh, and these are the W engines. Whoa, the W engine for C looks really cool. Whoa, looks like an actual engine moving. And then for hers, it's like it's Magus. Oh, cute! Wait, there's two new Bang Boos. There's one called Mercury, and then there's Excalibur. Kind of like Excalibur with King Arthur, but it's called Excalibur. That's cute. That's really cute. Oh my god, look, it's so Engie. It's Engie. What the? Okay, it goes into like a tank. And then for Excalibur... Oh my god, it actually pulls the sword out of the rock! The sword out of the stone? Excalibur! Oh, I didn't do Excalibur. I think that one they said is an event special Bang Boo. So this one is an event one if you guys want. Excalibur? Oh my gosh, you can leave the rock on the sword if it doesn't take out the rock from... Or take out the sword from the stone. Did I say take out the rock from the stone? Oh my god. My brain. Yeah, event limited. And then there's a new program. And then I think that's pretty much it. It looks like they just kind of showcase a little bit of the events afterwards. But okay, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, so once again, we have our two main characters from 2.2 that are teased right here. Once again, they are Seed and Orphe. Seed and Orphe and Magus. So those are the two girls coming out in 2.2. And then for 2.3, they don't have the trailer yet, but they do have the character drip marketing. So let me pull up the character drip marketing real quick. So we have two characters. Let me bring up their trailers right here. So the first one that got drip marketed. So this one's Lucia. Okay, this is Lucia right here. Right here. Okay. Get ready for a flashbang. Maybe. No, actually, no. I can full screen it so you don't get flashbanged. All right. Ja-ja! Oh, so this is Lucia. This is the first character for the 2.3 drip marketing right here. Oh, she's cute! Is she an elf? Okay, so we don't know too much about her yet, but okay, so she has some tiny horns, she has blue hair, some elf ears, and it looks like she might be a mage of some sort. She has a wand and a book. I don't know if that is exactly correlated though, but I want to see her face a little better. Cute! She's really cute! Okay, so right there. That's like a better close-up of her. So I can't read. Okay, so the text on the book, you can't really read it, but interesting. Oh, she's more like a goat. Oh, okay. Ganyu, but ZZZ? Just kidding. But she's cute. I don't know if she has short hair or if her hair is like tied in the back with a ponytail or something. But yeah, she's cute. She's really cute. I don't think I'll pull for her though, just because I don't know too much about her just yet. But yeah, just based off look-wise, I think I'd probably skip her. It says Dullahan on the page. Oh, like Salty? Salty from da-da-da? Da-da-da-da. Yeah, no voice yet, since it is just strip marketed. Hi, Hado, welcome on in. How you doing today? We're just kind of chilling, looking at the new characters before we hop into some ZZZ. But yeah, she's a satyr or satire. What is that? What's a satire? Martyr? Satyr? I don't know how to pronounce it. When you were saying da-da-da, you got into your RR tone. I did? I don't know. I feel like with da-da-da, I feel like it's a little... I always had trouble saying it growing up, and so I just kind of go... Blah, 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 blah. Satyr. A satyr. Okay. Satyr. And then, the other character that I drip marketed is... this one right here. Okay. This you guys already know. If you don't know, then say hello. But this one definitely was a fan favorite from when they first appeared in the game already, you know? They're pretty nice looking. They're pretty not that one. That's Nikkei. I'm talking about this character for ZZZ, okay? We have a husbando that is coming out for 2.3. So no husbando for 2.2, but we do have a new husbando for 2.3. And this is their trailer right here for their drip marketing.
Let me make this clear. If they mess with you, they mess with me.
Oh!
Don't worry. No one will lay a finger on you while I'm around.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so he's kind of protective. Okay. Let's just listen to that one more time.
Let me make this clear.
Let me make
If
this
they mess
clear.
with you, they mess with me.
They mess with you, they mess with me.
Don't worry. No one will lay a finger on you while I'm around.
I like his voice. As you can tell, he's already voiced, and it's mainly because I think they already showed him in the story, right? For Alice and Yusuha. And so yeah, Manato was already seen in game, but he's like officially drip marketed here. And so I'm really happy to hear that he is going to be a character that we can pull for. I don't know if he'll be a 4-star or if he'll be a 5-star, but yeah, I hope he's a 5-star because I feel like once again, we already have like a limited amount of husbandos that are in the game. And so I hope he's a 5-star. I feel like since he's drip marketed, I feel like he'll probably be a 5. His portrait not moving basically confirms it if we go past drip marketing. You think so? You think so? You think he's not going to be a 5-star?
Let me make this clear.
Wait, that's true. His character isn't moving.
If they mess with you, they mess with me.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. No one...
No! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! He's A-rank! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're telling me this handsome man right here, this man right here, who's going to protect you, is an A-rank character? He's not S-rank? That's true. You know what? You're so right. You're so real for that. You are so right about that. For getting him easier. That's true. You're very true, Antoine. You're very right about that. I can get multiple. I can get multiple Manatos, you know, copium. But that's true. You can get easier dupes. Fabricio, thank you so much for the 15 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much, Fabricio. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for that resub from Fabricio? Does that mean, though? Does that mean that we won't be getting an A or S rank husbando anytime soon? If so, it's kind of sad. Yeah, he's like Ito but Doge, right? You got like the big buff himbo. Oh, but I'm a little sad about that. If they make his M6 art extra spicy, I know everybody will be happy. You think that's how they're going to make up for it? They're like, yeah, he may not be S rank, but we'll give you some spicy art if you get his constellations, you know? Let's hope that when the time comes, you're not getting the other... I knowing my luck, I'm probably going to get the other future A-rank characters. Yeah, I probably won't get him. I don't know. You know what? Maybe not, because with the Seth, I got so many copies of Seth, you know? And so, I don't know. Maybe he'll be my next Seth character, where I get a ton of Seth constellations to the point where I just have like a bunch of extras to pull with. Oh, I didn't know that, Sage. I don't know if you can buy A-ranks in the shop now. Spicy rank. Yeah, exactly. Villivan. Yes, spicy rank. I'll cry if I pull an S rank while trying to get Manato home. No, Lily! I hope you're able to get Manato. Hopefully sooner than later too, for the sake of your pulls. Okay, alright. Well, sad. Manato A rank. How could they? How could they do this? Alright, and then the last character, the very last character that was drip marketed. My goodness, she kind of took over the internet for a little bit when she first came out. Okay, you ready? This is the last character that was drip marketed for 2.3. Right here. You ready?
I didn't keep you waiting too long, did I? Idhari, call my name when you need me.
My goodness! My goodness gracious! Ma'am! Hello?
I didn't keep you waiting too long.
That voice. That voice. I'm just like, hello, ma'am. This is, as you can tell, another mommy character, as y'all call her, you know? Ma'am, this is the Wendy's. Also, Big Bang Matt, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for the follow.
Did I?
And then she has like the darker aesthetic here, right? I don't know if that's supposed to kind of imply that there's like a you know, a darker side to her, maybe, you know, a darker story, right, you know?
Idhari, call.
Yidhari. Is that how she said her name? Yidhari? But yeah, there she is. She is is she supposed to be Cthulhu? Is she supposed to be Cthulhu? Oh, she was the beta version of Lucia? So was she supposed to be Lucia then and not Yidhari, and then they decided to switch it up? Is that why? I'm so confused by that. What the heck, Matt? Not the that's a challenge. I don't know why that made me laugh. Have you seen the I have not seen the old Lucia design. I haven't seen the beta designs at all. No rest banner. Why you do this? Oh dang. Okay, Butterfingers. So for you want to go after every single character then. So you want Seed, you want Orphe, you want Lucia and Yidhari. But yeah, Lucia was originally supposed to look like her, then they completely changed Lucia and made the old model a new character. I wonder why they did that. That's really interesting. There was an alpha concept of a character named Lucia, a blonde nun with a big hammer that seemed to be in the sons of Caledon? The old Lucia is kind of battle nun. Oh, let me look it up. Let me search it up. Now, yeah, it's got me curious. Let me look it up. Let's have a look-sees. Lucia. ZZZ. Alpha design. Let's see. Oh, she does look similar. I wonder why. I wonder why they changed it so much. I mean, well, I can kind of see it. I feel like from what I see, the default design might be a little spicy, a little too spicy. Dang, they really did decide to like split the two, huh? Interesting. No more spicy than this one. I beg to differ. This one's spicy, but I still think the other like design, the alpha design, that one's a little spicier. It is a little spicier compared to this one. This one's spicy, but I feel like a lot of it is the tentacles. I feel like the tentacles make it more spicier than it actually is compared to the alpha design of Lucia. That one's pretty spicy. Yeah, just a little. For me, I think it's just a little, you know, because I've seen other characters, you know. I've seen a bunch of like, you know, harem anime that have characters, you know, with tentacles, and so I'm just like, yeah, this is nothing. If you grew up watching anime in the 2000s during, you know, the ecchi era, you know what I'm talking about, because they had like a really big ecchi era during the 2000s. They literally said, you know, what if we're gonna be able to put Lucia in the game? We gotta make her more mommy and name her someone else, and nobody could tell the difference. They're like, yeah, maybe if we just, you know, give you guys 3 new characters, maybe you won't notice. You know, it's the alpha design, but different. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I think I remember seeing people talk about Yidhari and they were calling her Ina because she has like similar colors to Ina from Hollow Live, and I was like, heck no, that no. Just because they have the similar concept and colors does not mean that that's Ina. I'm just like, no. I remember now. That's what they were talking about it on Twitter. There were rumors that Lucia would have been part of the good Exaltus faction. Perhaps story rewrites made this. Not so viable. I see. No. Not just like the tentacles. It's the you see the design on her, like her butt? That design kind of shows up too on Ina, on other parts of her outfit. And so the color concept with the gold and the purple and the black, you know, it just kind of, I can see the similarity as to why they would say that, but I would not say it's Ina. Yeah. Yeah, the purple shade's a little bit lighter here compared to Ina's shade. Ina has a bit of like a darker purple. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna be a ice character? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Villavin, right? Yeah, it's like just like the lower half with the design. I can kind of see it for sure. Yeah. All right, but that's pretty much it for the trip marketing for the characters for 2.2 and 2.3. So 2.2, we have Seed, we have Orphe and Magus, and then for 2.3, we have Lucia, we have Yidhari, and Manato. With Manato being a rank character, which makes me kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. Oh no, Mod Rocker. Are you also going to pull for all of them? I feel like for me, I'm probably going to skip on, I want to say, Lucia and Yidhari. I want Manato, but I don't know if I want him enough to want to just like pull for Manato. But yeah, for me, I think I'll probably skip 2.3. 2.2, I do want Seed, but I don't know if I want any characters for 2.3 myself. You're still a bit resentful of Seed. How come? How come you're resentful of Seed? I might have missed your message earlier if you talked about it. But here, I'll pull up ZZZ in the meantime as we're chit-chatting about it. Okay. You're thinking about skipping 2.3. You want Orphe? For your Ambi team. I still say for Hugo and Lighter, but Manato needs to join my team. I hope, Lily, I really hope that maybe, just maybe, they'll like have a rerun of Lighter or Hugo by that time. And then maybe, just maybe, you can get Hugo along with Manato, or Lighter along with Manato. I feel like that'd be the best bet. You think so, Matt? You think so? Since they were hoping for a mech character, but got another Firefly character. Really? Oh, like they just wanted like a full-on mech character as opposed to having like the pilot and the mech combined together. I feel like at least this one's a little better. At least for this one, they have the perspective when you're inside of the mech, you know? Like you're fighting as the mech, as opposed to, you know, just having it be like a Sfarag and Clara situation. I like that too. I like that about Firefly too, because the Firefly, you also get to play as the mech, you know? I feel like if you get to play as the mech at some point, it makes it better than just if it was like side by side type of thing. I still think it's cool, but I understand too the sentiments as to why people are upset for those that do want just like the mech by itself that you play as. Okay, let me bring up the ZZZ music here. Yeah, right, yeah. C is an actual robot, a sentient robot. And not just a suit. Okay, give me 1 second. Bum. Okay. My goodness, why do I have so many hiccups today? Usually my hiccups are like a one and done, but today they keep on coming back.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse troubled me.
I hear this commercial in the in the game so often. Consider her design, and knowing the fandoms, I've seen a lot of beyond anything you've ever seen. Oh that? Excuse me. Was that water? That actually is really helpful. I'll get some water here in a second. Let me grab our agua. Let me switch over to the full scene as well. Full game scene. And then pull up ZZZ. Okie dokie. And then let me move the chat over. Back to where it's usually at. Okay, there we go. Okay. More agua! I didn't drink my tea. My tea's going cold as well.
Morning, Mr. Rob. Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar?
Oh, that's some good tea. That's some nice tea right there. Okay. Alright. Controller time! Yeah! Okay. I'll put this a little higher on my head. There we go. Okay. I pull for characters I like, then characters that will go with them. So, a mix of meta and preference. I think that's a nice balance. I think that is a very nice balance. Yeah, stand waifu over meta in this tea shop. I do like that. I do like the... I feel like if anything, yeah, I vouch more for going for, like, your favorite characters. But I think having a nice balance is okay, too. The only thing that I don't accept here is people bashing others, you know, for going for waifus or going for favorite characters if they're more of like a meta player. You can be more of a meta player, right? But no bashing. No bashing. None of that. I got jump scared by you getting hit by water bottles. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a thing here on the channel. Yeah, the chat likes to throw stuff at me, you know? Thank you for the water. Thank you for the agua. This is 2000 vibes? Oh, the music here? Like for the beach event? Is that what you're implying? Or do you mean another thing's more like 2000 vibes? I've got 7,500 polychrome and 4 master tapes saved up and a pity and 4-ish 10 pulls. Gotta see where to push my luck. Good luck, Yellow Ring! I hope that you're able to get your character. Miyabi has been super meta since release. I'm scared when she gets replaced. I know, right? I still love my Miyabi, right? So much to the point where, you know, I might cosplay her at TwitchCon. But, yeah, I feel like, yeah, she's been pretty good. I didn't know that she was still meta. Oh, the TV! Yes. Yeah, I feel like the TV and ZZZ has like a nice, you know, 2000s vibe for the tape shop, and then 2, yeah, the TV on the loading screen. I really like it. I like the aesthetic for ZZZ. Hi, Zena! Welcome on in! Off work finally. Time to do some programming homework. Good luck! You got this! I hope homework goes well. It was a meme. Play as you enjoy it more. Yes. But yeah, I really like it though. It's so weird to say it though, because, you know, I grew up in the 2000s, you know, like many of us here. And so it's so weird when to call it like the 2000s. Because, you know, I guess like when people talk about 2000s, they refer to like the early 2000s. But it's just weird to think about that. Because growing up, you know, I'd always hear people be like, oh yeah, the 90s. And now it's like the 2000s. And you're just like, the 2000s. Okay, so yeah, today we'll continue with the summer festival puzzle, since last time that I played last week, it didn't have it fully unlocked. And so today will be more of the summer puzzle. By the way, I think you mentioned it, but which of the 3 teas did you like the most? I like the jasmine. The jasmine, I'm a little biased though, because I love jasmine tea. And so the jasmine was really good from the ones that you got for me off of Throne. And then I like the green tea as well, the sencha one. Sencha is really nice, especially for days where I need like a little bit of energy, you know, some like healthy caffeine. So the sencha is nice too. And then the third one, the current one is pretty good too. But yeah, jasmine is my favorite for sure. Thank you for asking, Mod Rocker. Thank you. Who did this? Who hit me? Here, let me go and do some of the dailies real quick just to use my energy up, and then we will come back here for the puzzles, okay? Let's Go here first. Gotta see Howl real quick, you know? I lived it through the late 2000s, like 2011, and I swear the era was the best. Yeah, I feel like every era says that though, you know? I always hear about it, like the people in the, you know, that grew up in the 80s, they're like, oh, the 80s was the best era. People that grew up in the 90s, they're like, oh, the 90s was the best era. Or the 2000s, they're like, oh, the 2000s was the best era. You know, you always hear about it for every era. I feel like every decade, you know? A lot of it, I feel like it's also due to the nostalgia factor, of course, right? Because, of course, nostalgia is going to play a big factor for the decade that we grew up in and stuff. Howl! Bye, Howl. Nice to see you. Nice to, yeah, maybe I'll get some for me since it's almost winter time. Yeah, I really recommend the jasmine one if you're more of an like aromatic tea enjoyer. It's very floral, so it's like all up in your face if you drink it and you enjoy the scent of jasmine. But if that's not really your cup of tea, then I would say maybe the sencha one if you want something that, you know, is really light. It's like a lighter tea, right? But it still has that caffeine if you want some caffeine to go with it. That's how the bamboo work. Recommended tapes. Yes. Okay. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, his name is Howl, right? Little baby. I love Howl. So cute. Little baby dog. Good dog. I want to pet him. Let me pet him. I love this dog so much. It's just Howl's such a good boy, you know? Howl is just here running the newsstand. And then if you go to the other street, there's another newsstand that is run by a human, you know? But I'm loyal to Howl, so we come here and we get our papers and our scratch cards from Howl. Howl's such a pretty dog, you know? It has like the blue eyes. Oh god, huskies. I think it's supposed to be a husky, right? Huskies are so cute. I love huskies. There was a point in my life where I wanted a husky, actually. It was after my German Shepherd phase. I was like, oh yeah, instead of a German Shepherd, I want a husky, you know? But I feel bad. Huskies are like one of the dogs where like I want a husky, but I feel like I don't know if a husky would really enjoy being, you know, in the places that I've lived in. Because huskies, you know, I've heard are more dogs that enjoy being in cold weather. And so I feel like they would be suffering during the summer seasons. Huskies are loud. They are very loud. Yeah, but they're so cute. Such big boys that are so cute. Let's go to the HIA club. Yes. Wait till... Oh! You mean the other dog? Well, what's the other dog? I'm loyal. I'm loyal to Howl. I will do this real quick. No one will say COVID era was the best. You'll be surprised. You'd be surprised. I know some people, not necessarily like COVID itself, but there are some people that I know that did say that they did enjoy that time because, you know, they're just like that time was when people were more online and more people, you know, got to just be with themselves and their family or their friends. They got to do things that they wanted to do because they were forced to not work, you know? So there are some people that enjoyed that era, but not obviously the COVID part of that era, right? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But I did not. I feel like for me, you know, I enjoyed being able to you know, be online here with y'all and to stream more because once again, you know, I picked off like my streaming full time, you know, during COVID era, but that time was a very scary time. It's a very scary time and I was very anxious all the time for not just me but my family too, my loved ones. And so yeah, I'm happy that we're at this point now where, you know, people are saying that we're out of the COVID era. It's still around, but yeah, I am happy that we're at the point where it's become a bit more researched. You still had to go into work? Oh, was it because did they make you do like remote work, Maxi? Alright, let's do our daily real quick here. Get to see a little bit of Alice in action, you know? I love the girly team. I really like, you know, using the guys. But I feel like it's been a while since I've had a team full of girls. And it's really fun. I like to see them in action. They're all so cool. Such cool girlies. Oh, you to Yellow Ring? At this point, I've worked around so many kids that I only assume that I've caught COVID. I have no idea if I did. I feel like, yeah, the symptoms are so different for everyone. But for me, I knew I had COVID because I've had colds before and I've had fevers before. But yeah, COVID for me was personally unlike any other sickness I've had. And when I get sick, I get really sick. And so I've had really intense colds. I've had really intense fevers. And so COVID, I couldn't smell. I couldn't taste anything even after I could smell. Like it wasn't like you're congested to the point where your nose is stuffed and you can't smell. It's like you literally can't taste anything afterwards either. And then for me, I had symptoms that lasted after the fact too. Like whenever I'd smell something, it smelled like it was burning whenever I would smell it or taste it, no matter what. And then I was winded going up a flight of stairs. And I've never been winded like to that extent before. And so that was true too. Like my lung capacity wasn't as great after COVID. Because once again, you know, respiratory. And then, yeah, it was just something that was very noticeable. At least for me, it was like, I could tell when it was COVID. And the effects for COVID for me personally lasted, I think, for 2-3 months until after I fully recovered. And I was one of the lucky ones where I did fully recover. There is still people that haven't fully recovered, nor will they fully recover from, you know, the effects of COVID. And those COVID pills were ridiculous. Those COVID pills are gigantic. They're like when Chris Traeger in Parks and Rec joked about multivitamin, it felt like I was taking that multivitamin because those COVID pills were gigantic. They were huge. They were so big. Yeah, up a flight of stairs. I walked up a flight of stairs and it felt like I had ran on the treadmill. So, when COVID first began, there were these pills that they gave you if you had COVID, you know, because it was very specific. And so the pills that they would give you to take if you had COVID were like these gigantic white pills, and you would take them, help you feel better. And so, yeah, they were very big. If you search it up, you can see how big they were. Okay, Alice, look at her. Oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, I did that. Alice, so sassy. Yes, right? I remember after having COVID, like the first day I had COVID, I was bedridden. I was bedridden pretty much the entire time I felt like I had COVID. And so, yeah, it's intense. It's really intense. Did you go? Did you go to the doctors? They never gave you pills? They gave them to my parents too. When my parents got it, they were given pills. When my brother had COVID, they gave him pills too. Every time that they went to the doctor about it. They always gave us and my family and other people that I knew these like gigantic big pills. They felt like a choking hazard. I was just like, am I gonna die from taking this pill? Ah, you called in and rested for a while. Ah, I see. No, Alan, that was not me after COVID. No. After COVID, I was like, oh my goodness, I feel like I've aged like 30, 40 years into my life. My body is not the same as it was before. And like I said, my body didn't fully recover until like 2-3 months later. I did not feel the same. Energy levels were not the same. My breathing was not the same. Taste and smell was not the same too. I know for Shen, his taste actually didn't come back for a very long time. Like my taste, I think came back at least like I could taste stuff after, I want to say the first week after COVID was gone. It wasn't the same level, but I could at least taste stuff. And then for him, I think for Shen, he couldn't taste stuff for like a whole month or two after. And so it was kind of scary because, you know, for some people, their taste never came back for them. And so it's scary. It's really scary. I should go to the noodle shop. Let's go to the noodles. Oh no, let's go to the coffee. Alice's fight animations are awesome. Oh yeah! Oh, you best bet. That's my favorite part of Alice's attack. Holding down the attack button. I love the flower. The little flower poof. And then her little toss of her sword. She's just kind of extra, you know? She's a little extra. That's because you're a certified basement dweller. Hey, dude, I'll have you know, okay? At that time, I was not in the basement when I got COVID. The thing is, God, we were so careful. Like me, my family, and I, we were all just so careful about, you know, getting COVID, and then we all ended up getting COVID. And so it's just like, dang it. We tried to be so careful, so careful about COVID. Okay, I think I have enough to do like another session at HIA, and then I'll go do the puzzle. Yeah, yellow ring. Yeah. It was scary. It was a scary time. Food started tasting foul to some folks with long COVID too. Like they were, yes, the receptors were rejecting the flavor. Yeah, and for me, like I said, for me, I didn't have like the nasty taste when it came to food, but I did feel like a lot of the stuff I ate smelled burnt, you know? Like a lot of the food that I had, it smelled like it, or it tasted like it was burnt or had like a burnt smell to it. And so it was a little off-putting, but I would still consider myself lucky compared to, you know, the people that unfortunately did have that happen to them where, you know, the receptors were rejecting the flavor. Oh my god, why? Why is it so loud in-game versus in the overworld, as I call it? Let me turn the volume down. Okay, alright. Did I post the pink lemonade? I don't remember. But thank you, Yellow Ring. Thank you for always mentioning about or always posting recipes that you mentioned. I think that's really sweet of you, you know, because it's cool. It's cool to share recipes, I feel like, especially, you know, after moving out. It's really nice to look at recipes that people have and then, you know, think about new stuff to make. Thank you for sharing. And for anyone else too, if you guys have recipes of foods that you like, that you want to share, please feel free to share. I would love to see your lovely recipes. It didn't do it. Did I not hold it for long enough? It didn't do her little animation. Oh no, my gauge wasn't full for her move.
A little gift for you.
Alright, Alice. This time we're gonna go for the fancy schmancy move. Alright. Ooh! The star! So cool! Dang it! I thought that would pop at the end. It did not pop. And fully end the enemy. Man. spin to win.
Sorry. The final act begins now. Let's make this quick.
First and pierce. Where are you looking?
Cute. Oh, I love when she ends with her umbrella float animation. So cute. I love the girlies. I love the girlies. Love the girlies. I love the husbando team. I'm pretty happy right now, actually, with my teams in ZZZ. And then Miyabi. There's the Miyabi team, too. So cute. So cute. All right. What would you say is your fastest time in these things? Probably, like, just, like, over a minute, I would say, would be the fastest I've done. Yeah, I haven't gone under a minute yet, but over a minute. Just, like, over. Okay. Alright. You really love the girlies when you get time getting all three of them out on a wipeout? Oh, really? I want to see that. I think that'd be really cool to see. I've had 2. I think the most I've had is 2 guys pop out at the same time during a wipeout. Like, I remember I think it was Lighter and Von Lycaon. They were the 2 that popped out at the same time. And I thought that was perfect, you know? You know, if it had been Hugo and Von Lycaon, that would have been, you know, the perfect situation, you know, with the doomed Yaoi couple. But it was cool, though. It was cool seeing Lighter and Von Lycaon out at the same time. Really? It's sort of easy to do with Astra and 2 others. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. That'd be really cool to see, though. Okay, let's go do the puzzles. Let's go do some puzzles. I want to do puzzles. I love puzzles. Go. Fastest score. 10 seconds? Okay. That's very impressive. 10 seconds? You're like not even in. You're not even in the battle. You popped in the battle and then you're gone. Hi, Jesta. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome. Okay, we're gonna do some puzzles. So as you can see, last time we did the first 2. And then we have 3 more that were unlocked over this week. And so I'm gonna do the puzzle. I'm gonna head on over here so that I'm out of the way. Okay. Alright. I'll do the puzzles over on this side instead. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to float. Why am I floating? Is that good? Am I covering up the lady? You guys want to see the lady? Or no, maybe this is fine over here. Oh, you're tired. I hope you get some rest. Just maybe you can get like a nap in or something. Single wave HIA with an Alice charge attack could probably get quick time. Okay. Super Grump. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Yellow Ring. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for posting the recipe. All right, let's see. So for this one, oh, cute! It's like they're at a theater. That's cute. Okay, let me move some people over. All right. That goes there. And then, oh, this lady's outfit's kind of cute. I like her outfit. And then we will have, oh, Wise is down here. Okay, with Belle. And then, oh my gosh, Alice is here too. Alice is probably with Yusuha, right? I want to say. Yes. Okay. And then we have Alice's head. And then we have Wise's body. Okay. And then we have these 2 down here too. Okay, yes. The Bang Boo over here with Belle. The projector up here. Bam. Easy peasy lemons. Oh my gosh, she has a cat. That lady has a cat with her. So cute. Oh my god. Work done basically. Just gotta wait till it's 5 my time to clock out to a 4-day weekend. Let's go! Hey! I hope you enjoy your 4-day weekend, Derpy. Let's go. Yes, Bazaar all weekend. I'm gonna play some Bazaar actually after ZZZ today. So, Bazaar here in a second. Oh, you too, Mod Rocker, for the 10 seconds? Y'all are fast. I'm impressed. I am not fast. Maybe I will be one day though, because I haven't built my characters up, so they're not there just yet. Cute! gosh, is this like an underwater one right here? Oh. Venus? Who's Venus? Oh, the lady? The cat lady? Her name's Venus? Oh, cute. Oh my gosh. Super cute. Alright, let me see. Let me hop over here. Alright, who do we got? Alright. We got the lovely ladies from... What are they called again? In my brain, I just think of them as like the police faction. The police faction of ZZZ, but I always forget their official name. And then... This is over here. Who are these ladies? Hello? Hello? I don't recognize those ladies right there. Okay. A little swapperoonie. Oh my gosh! Cute! Oh, you can see Alice and Yusaha over here too. We got Alice and Yusaha. And then we have... I don't know who these characters are. Who are they? Oh, look at the little Bang Boo! The shark Bang Boo looking at the real shark. That's so cute. That's really cute. Oh, so cute. Back in early 1.0, because you lost your faith in account, you had to start over. Venus became your fixer. Ah, it was always floored that you were connected. Dang, I missed that. I missed that part of the lore if they mentioned that in the beginning. Oops. Shay. Sweetie. Oh, the lady on the left is Orchidea and Lumina Square. And then Sweetie. Oh, Sweetie is this one. Sweetie and Orchidea. Orchidea is really pretty. Wait! I feel like I've seen her. Is she the one that runs the flower shop? Is she the florist? I feel like I remember seeing her. She looks... I don't know. I'm like... I feel like I do remember seeing her. And then what's this? Oh my god, kitty cat. Little kitty. Oh, she is the florist. Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's Hugo. Miyabi. Oh my god, it's Miyabi. Miyabi and Yanagi. I love Miyabi. Do you guys think I'll be able to pull Miyabi off if I get to cosplay as her at TwitchCon? I'm still thinking about it. I'm just like, I wonder if I'll be able to pull off her cosplay. But my face is going to be covered up for the most part, since I am going to have like a full-on face cover for TwitchCon. But I do think about it. I'm like, wonder if I can do Miyabi justice. Sure enough, yes, I do agree. I feel like for me, at least, you know, I've got the canonical height, I guess, you know, if we think about that. But you don't have to be the canonical height if you want to cosplay as somebody either, you know? Oh my gosh, I've been reading, I don't know why, but last night I just kind of, I got sucked in, okay? I got sucked in by one of those Instagram ads, all right, for a webtoon. And I started reading this webtoon, and I read up to like chapter 30 last night. I'm kind of sucked in, but I'm not gonna say what webtoon though, because it is a spicy webtoon. It's kind of spicy. I was just like, oh, it's a little spicy, and so I'm not gonna say the webtoon, but I have been enjoying it though. It's an interesting read. It's been a while since I've just kind of read a webtoon, you know. I won't say what the name is, but it's been nice. It's been a nice read. Oh my god, cute! Are Belle and Lighter riding the scooter together? That's cute. The whole reason why I brought it up is because in the webtoon there is a guy, there's like a male lead that does ride a motorcycle, and they have like a typical, you know, like motorcycle scene, you know. And seeing the scooter here, I just kind of thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, there was a motorcycle scene in the webtoon that I was reading last night. That's all. That's all you're gonna get from me, okay? That's the most I'm gonna say about the webtoon, is that there is a motorcycle scene in the webtoon where the male lead does ride a motorcycle. Let me hop over here. Okay, and then next one, Gluttonous Journey. Miyabi's taller than Elf. No, someone told me that I'm actually taller than Miyabi without her ears and her shoes. And I was very surprised about that. I was like, what the heck? I am taller than her? What incarnation? Longer your cosplay ears, the funnier people will find your cosplay. Just it's like the I forget what cosplay there was. But there was a cosplay. Oh, it was the Gon. It was the Gon cosplay from Hunter x Hunter. You know, I kept seeing memes of people making the hair taller and taller and taller because Gon has really tall hair at some point in the anime. And so I would see all those meme cosplays of Gon where it's just like super tall hair and how high the hair could be, while also making it still stand on its own. You know what I mean? For those that have seen Hunter x Hunter, send a pic in the sub chat for us to see. Of course, yeah. Like after the convention, right? With the cosplay, I will be sending a picture. I still have that picture of the cosplay that I did. You know, the Mao Mao cosplay that I did from Anime NYC. I've just been really shy. I need to post it, right? Because it is part of the cosplay picture reward from the subathon. But I've just been really shy. And so I have it. It's literally drafted. I just need to press enter. But I've been really shy because I'm just like, it's my first cosplay picture, you know? And the first picture that y'all would see of me, my flesh tuber in cosplay. And so I've just been kind of stalling, you know, just stalling a little bit. I'm just like... Sad moment when the hair gets long, though. I know, it is sad. It is a sad moment in the anime. But that's why I think, you know, even though it was a sad moment, I think that when people meme about it, it makes it feel a little bit better, you know? It makes that moment feel less depressing. Yay! Ambi and Yuzuha! Super cute! They're eating their burger. Their nice big burger. Like how people mean that Furin's ears are long enough to be plain ears. Miyabi's ears are skyscrapers. I have seen it. I have seen the ones of Miyabi where they make Miyabi's ears like super long, and that's pretty funny. Oh my god, it's Astra! Oh my god, it's Astra, yeah, with her girlfriend Evelyn. Oh my god, look at the girlfriends. I love them. They're my favorite. They're my personal favorite ship in ZZZ. Out of all the ships that people have, I really like Evelyn and Astra. They're just so cute. They're so cute together. I love them. I love them together. Oh, I moved the wrong piece. Oopsie. Okay. And then here's her arm. Are they holding hands? Oh my god. They're holding hands. I repeat, they are holding hands. That is so cute. That's so cute. I think this goes there. Yes. Ta-da! Oh my god, they're holding hands. I'm happy. I'm happy. That is so cute. That is so cute. Yeah, they're hand holding. They are hand holding. Yeah, Astra, she wants to get some buns. Oh my god! Wait. Alright, got this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They're trying to trip me up with the legs? I don't think so. Look at that. Easy peasy. And then for the magazine, the poster, just gotta move it over by one. And then bada bing bada boom, okay? And then for the food, alright, easy peasy, okay? Got the plates down here. Alright, and then you switch these around, okay? And then this goes over here. And that goes over, let's see. Oh, bam! 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 Boom! Bam! Bada bing bada boom! Easy peasy. So cute! Look at the cat! The cat's like, for free? And then the person in the back is like, huh? What's going on here? What's happening? Okay, got some more rewards. And I think there's one more. I think there's one more. Right? That we have to do. Yeah, animal. Is that Howl? Oh my god, it's Howl, the baby. Howl, my son. My son. That Howl's floofy tail. Okay. And then we got the birds in the air. Okay. Now that I think about it, I don't think you even showed the gang, your cosplay. I did not, because I was shy. Like I said, it's my first time cosplaying for the Mau Mau cosplay, and so I was very shy about showing people that. I think the mods only saw it because of another reason, right? Aishwa, the most Yakuza looking dog I've ever seen. This one, is this the other dog that you guys are talking about? I haven't met this dog yet in game, but they look pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking dog, but I stay loyal to Howl. Oh, temple dog. Yeah, you did. The mods did, or at least I know for sure you did, Derpy. I know that. I think it's really neat that the folks in Wi-Fi canonically speak Canto. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of friends growing up that speak Cantonese as well. In a way I want to see, but also my immersion. Of course, yeah. And then if I do post it on the sub chat, right, it'll be spoilered exactly for that reason. So for those that do want to see, you know, they can see. But if they don't want to see for immersion's sake, they also don't need to see either. And then also, if I do show, it's going to be like my face covered up anyway. And so you wouldn't see my face. You guys, I'll always cover my face just because of privacy reasons. But yeah, you would just see the cosplay for the most part. Yes. I'm like that way too. Like I talked about before, right? When I was younger, whenever I wanted to search out a voice actor, I would like physically cover my hand over the voice actor's face because I didn't want to lose like the immersion, you know, for the characters that they voiced. And so I would purposely try to avoid seeing their face. But now that I'm older, I don't really mind if I get my immersion broken. Just because it's cool. It's cool seeing like the voice actor behind the anime characters that I like. When I was younger though, I was just like, no! My immersion! I do not see. Let me see. This goes over here. And then the hair. There we go. Yeah, cute. Oh my god, look at the cat. The cat's so angry. It's like blah, 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 at the rat. What is that? What is the mice holding actually, or the mouse holding? And then the bird. Got some birdies. Got some birdies in there too. And the Viennese Canto has such thick American accents that I had a hard time telling it was, but they got the tonality right, which is what matters. Ah, yeah. I feel like that's really good that they got the tonality. Tonality is hard. I feel like tonality can be really hard. Okay, and the last picture, last but not least. Cute! Oh. Let's see, let's do... Where's the base? There we go. Just swap it. Just do like a switcheroo. Oh my god, my hiccup. Hello? That goes there. And then her knee goes right here. Body's there. Tail's right there. And then the bangs right here. Okay. The bang boo hand goes right here. Thank you for the water, Linny. Thank you. Let me drink. I keep immersion with YouTubers out of respect. It's very clear a lot of talents prefer to... Yeah, exactly, right? It's just like you know, privacy's sake or other reasons that people have. And that's the same thing for me, right? I like to keep it private just because, one, it originated from my career that I had where I was teaching. And, you know, like in my state, they just have a rule that practically you're not allowed to have a social media life, right? And then after that, you know, after a few years of streaming, it just kind of became something that I liked in general. Like, I really like my privacy. I like making sure that, you know, I can still have privacy when I'm out and about, you know? Like, I know I'm not a huge streamer, but there's always like the thought in the back of my head, you know, like I don't want someone to come up to me randomly and just be like, "Are you Elvira?" You know, just like if I was just going out and about with friends, for example, you know, because with friends too, there are some friends that if you go to conventions with them, sometimes they want to be private. They're not publicly there. And so I do take that in consideration as well. But yeah, I make sure to keep my privacy as much as I can. And then back then too, like before I moved out, it was even more so because I wanted to make sure that my family home didn't get compromised, right? Because my parents live there, you know, it's their house, right? And so I never would ever want to put them in that situation where they would have to move or anything like that. Yay! We're done the puzzle event! Yippee! Okay, alright. Now what's next after that? Is that it? Are we done with the puzzle event? Let me move my shelf back over here now that we finished the puzzle. Okay, alright. Not the selling leaks! Stop it, Derby! Stop! Back of my head and my tattoo I've shown in some Discords. Oh, that's pretty cool though! Showing off your tattoos. It is safer. It is definitely safer. Thank you, Winnie. It did help with hiccups. Yeah, that drink of tea really helped out. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, people like you in the community, you know, people that respect the streamer's privacy, right, really mean a lot. Because there are some people that just don't know boundaries or they don't respect boundaries that people make. And that is really stressful. It can be a very stressful situation. So we appreciate y'all that respect the boundaries. Hi, The Beach! Nice to see you! How have you been? I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've chatted. Hi! Oh, you want to have tea? I do think about that. Like, I feel like for a future like meet and greet with the community, I think it'd be super cute to have like a little cafe event. But that's really expensive, so I don't know if I'd be able to do that. But that'd be really cool to have like a mini pop-up tea shop cafe event, you know? For us here at the Tea Buns. I'm okay watching TV. Oh, how is TV? What were you watching? Is there a show that you've been into recently? But yeah, same thing too. Like for example, for TwitchCon, right? Whenever I do go this year, right? I think it's in October, late October. When I go, I am okay with people coming up to me, right? Since I did say I'm going to be more public at TwitchCon about me being there. And so if you do come up to me, I will have like a set of rules that I'll post on Twitter. But yeah, it's a set of rules that I will set for those that do meet me. So please, please, please make sure that you guys read the rules and please respect the boundaries, because boundaries like that set by streamers are really important. And you'll see it from other people, not just me. That's actually where I got the idea from, is that, you know, some streamers, they just have their set of rules as to what they're okay with and what they're not okay with when they do have meet and greets and stuff like that. Oscar the Vish, yeah, I'll post it on Discord. And then I'll have the rules as well listed. Probably somewhere if I have like an official meet and greet. Yeah. I have not, Linny. I have not, but I have thought about it. Oh, that's really nice to know, Akira. I didn't think about that for some reason. Hi, Akira. Welcome on in. How you doing today? That's pretty good. Partnering the local business to supply food and drinks. I've seen that video, Yellow Ring. Yeah, that was a big reason as to why I also made sure to have that privacy when I first started streaming. Oh, that's really nice to know, Yellow Ring. Thank you. That's really sweet of you to offer. But I couldn't do that to y'all. Like, you know, members of y'all in the community, right? I want y'all to be able to enjoy your time there and not have to, you know, work with me. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for ZZZ for today. I don't think there's anything else happening right now that we haven't checked out yet. At least that won't spoil the story. And so that's probably going to be it for ZZZ. And so we'll probably hop over to some Grand Bazaar right now, maybe. Yeah? I know, I do have a lot of Denny's. I do be having a lot of Denny's. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, TwitchCon is very expensive. And so, yeah, it's not something that you have to go to. It's just kind of like a, if you're there, I'll be there type of thing, you know? And I'm not going to have a booth or anything like that. It's just I'll be walking around. I have some friends that I'm meeting up with, you know? And so, yeah, it's like if you see me, you see me. And if you want to say hi, you can say hi. But of course, there's going to be rules like, you know, if I'm out eating with friends, right? And we don't have our mask on and stuff, please don't approach us and whatnot. Just because, once again, to respect privacy's sake. But yes, I think I will do the swapperoo now to Grand Bazaar. So let me go ahead and actually pull up the stream. Oh, so no one's seen me. No one's seen me on stream, so they don't know what I look like. But like I said, if I do end up cosplaying as Miyabi, you will know that I am in like a Miyabi cosplay. And so it's sort of like if you see me as Miyabi and you do see the badge that says Elvira and you want to say hi, I'd be okay with that type of thing. Miyabi is a ZZZ character and
Let's do something summery. Eradicate all evil.
he looks like this. And so as of right now, I have plans of wanting to cosplay as her, but I might not cosplay as her. It depends, because her cosplay is a little bit more on the expensive side. Let me pull up the stream waiting room. Yes, I am gonna swap over here in a bit. Let me just set it up real quick, and then I'll do like a swap. Let me just set up the waiting room. Okay, let me go here. This. Wait, Derpy, not yet. I didn't swap over just yet. But thank you, Derpy. I do appreciate that. Let me pull up the thingy. Here, let me take off the screen so that they don't see the ZZZ. So they're just like, I wonder. Oh, actually, no, you put it back. Okay, I'll put it back. I put it back. Alright, let me get the title here. Okay. Copy. Alright. Okay. Alright, there we go. Title looks good. Waiting room looks good. Okay. Okay. Also, I forgot to take off the thingy for today's stream that shows that it's sponsored. Oopsies, that was for yesterday. If you saw that today, that's not supposed to be there. Oopsies. Okay. Alright. And then let me set the waiting room. Yeah, Derpy's very professional, you know. Derpy jokes around a lot here and teases. But Derpy, he's been my mod for over 5 years now. And so Derpy's very professional. Even if he likes to joke around about how he's not, he's very professional. What title? Well, what title do you have in mind, Derpy? Well, what was your title? I'm kind of scared. I'm a little worried about what your title's gonna be. I am. You want to hear it? Here. That's my my monitor. So I got like a second monitor because my other monitor wasn't able to fit in my move. And so I got another monitor. And so because the monitor was 27 inches, the box is big enough to like be a desk. And so it's my makeshift desk, right? And then I'm sitting on the floor. And so it works. I keep telling people it works. I feel like a lot of people get worried about me, but I'm like, no, I stream. It's comfortable. I'm perfectly fine with it. And there's no rush if you guys want to help out with the desk. And so, yeah, it works for me. I could sit like this for an entire year. I could do this for like 2 years. The only thing where it's a bit of a struggle is if I do things like the 3D stream. The 3D stream, the only difficulty is that I have to just look down at the computer or my monitors since I am standing up. But aside from that, it's worked for me. And so I'm just like, yeah. Okay, all right. I have made the waiting room. I have the waiting room set up so that it raids into the next part of Shram here. And so, okay. All right. I'm going to do a swapperoo. All right. So let me hop over to this scene. But okay, for those that are watching for ZZZ, I am going to be swapping over now to Grand Bazaar. We're going to play some more Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. And if you were here for ZZZ, at least on the YouTube side, I will be ending the VOD. But the stream should raid into the next waiting room. So I'll be back here in a few minutes. But can we get some goodbyes in chat, please, for those that are watching the ZZZ portion for today on YouTube? Bye! Bye, YouTube! I'll see you here in a few minutes, though, if you are going to stick around for Grand Bazaar. Alright? Yeah. See you here in a few minutes. And I'll see you next time if you were here just for ZZZ. And if you're watching the VOD version, please comment down below which character you're looking forward to, whether from 2.2 or 2.3. But yeah, see you guys here in a